They're a bit up and down, but they've got Zayats now, and the new boy coming in. You know, he was playing for Vega. He was playing for a couple of different stacks. I think he played. Or he's been around the place, as most of the CIS players have. But finally settled here at NaVi, and players which go to NaVi tend to stay there for a while. So hopefully we'll be seeing Zayats really develop with this team, and he's already seems to be having a tremendous effect on this team's performance.
Yeah, there were two heroes that I was really impressed with his in the major qualifiers, which was the Doom POS4 and the Batrider POS4. And I'm really glad we get to see one of them this game, because he was owning on them. He was doing so well, especially this Batrider was just constantly shoving lanes out. Felt like he was always in the right place at the right time. Really difficult to pick him off as well. Obviously just bursting off into the trees whenever you get close to him in one of these side lanes.
Alright, so weirdly we have the Spectre band out. I mean, obviously it's a pretty good hero versus Drow because you can get on top of her with the Precision Aura and cancel that out and generally be a bit of a pain. But still a bit of an interesting ban from Black Hornets. Now NaVi go for the Disruptor.
I think the interesting bit so far is the Omni Knight. I mean, look at this guy. We know we don't see a huge amount from him.
Yeah,
Chaos, when they were in South America, were experimenting with this hero. They like to pick it a lot, but apart from that, we don't really see teams pick it up too much. And, obviously, with the status resistance, it's really good up against the lasso because of the hard purge as well.
Yeah, those purges already proved themselves several times over to be absolutely key when forming a winning draft. The purges seem to be so good right now. Just ask Abaddon, who has been first phase banned, and Oracle as well, who's also been first phase banned. So yeah, if you didn't need any more indicators than that, then there you go. Doom picked up by Black Hornets, and NaVi go for the Naga Siren.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Naga Siren was something that was getting banned out a little bit against them in the major qualifiers, so not surprised to see them pick it up. It's especially good against the Drow Ranger. I think it kind of like splits the map up a lot, especially when you have this Batrider as well, where Zayats likes to build the boots of travel first. Where this Drow wants to kind of just group up relatively early on with this Omni Knight, you would say, she doesn't really deal with the split push that well, and that's why I like to see that they've picked up this Ember here. You know, it gives them a little bit more catch, a little bit more way of dealing with the split push and trying to deal with this Naga. They don't have great ways of killing illusions at the moment, but at least it's some kind of way of dealing with the split push.
Yeah, it gives them something. So Necrophos now banned out by NaVi. Black Hornets, one more ban to go before they get into this final stage. So yeah, as you said, ways of dealing with the split push. You've got the Batrider as a 4 position who's pretty good at getting the lanes pushed out a bit.
10 seconds remaining.
Centaur, not so bad either. But yeah, this disruptive fellow, he really needs to have a support pairing who can push out lanes and make space, because Disruptor is not a good space maker. He doesn't do anything by himself. He's not very good at pushing out creep waves. He's not very good at playing aggressively on the other side of the map. So yeah, it's good to pair him up with a Batrider. I think it's a really nice support duo from NaVi.
Yeah, they have the really good Naga Disruptor combo as well. Obviously with the song into the Static Storm, which is nice.
And taking the Disruptor away from Black Hornets, who might have wanted to take it up to counter the Batrider as well, I think is important.
Yeah, true, possibly. But I am thinking this might be an Omni 5. Oh. They haven't shown whether it's the Omni 3 or the Omni 5 yet, so...
Yeah.
It's a really weird 5 hero. It might be something they've theory crafted against the Batrider. No, it doesn't really deal with them in the laning stage apart from using the Heavenly Grace to take off the Napalm stacks and stop them from just running your Drow down. But I'd be interested to see. I hope they pick up a different POS 5 here. They don't really have a lot of wave clear either, which is a big problem for them. Like, Ember's okay. Like, Doom's... Yeah, like Scorched Earth's okay, but it takes a while.
Yeah, it's nothing like super convincing, is it? So final pick coming out from Black Hornets now. Looks like they're gonna need themselves a I'm not too sure, but I guess an offlaner if the Doom's in the 4 position, but we don't really know. They have their options wide open depending what they want, but yeah, as you say, need to get a little bit more from this draft than they got already. Like
maybe some like Jakiro pick or something might be okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sold on it, but I see you do. Okay, yeah, sure.
Right.
So it's going to be Pudge off lane.
Yeah. Apparently this was going on for a while. I don't think I saw any of these games, but apparently this was quite popular at some stage. Alright, there's Pudge and a Sniper. This is basically one of my pubs right now. Let's go.
My main worry for NaVi with this draft, though, is that they have 2 really greedy cores in Naga and Sniper. So if this Centaur doesn't have a good start to the game, like in the offlane, then who's making space for NaVi? Like, who's making
Yeah.
things happen on the map? If
Yeah,
Centaur doesn't.
exactly. You're kind of relying on Centaur to have a fantastic lane. With the Batrider, those two heroes, who are they going to be against? Like the Drow and the Omni. It feels kind of tough for them, actually. I'm going to be surprised if they do super well in this lane. Mind you, they can just trade with the Omni pretty nicely, even if he does spam out that repel to get rid of the stacks. I still think Batrider doesn't really care too much. He can just keep spamming it down, and that means no repel on the Drow either, so...
Mm-hmm. I'm interested to see how this Pudge does as well. I love seeing Pudge core at the moment. I think it's really underrated. I loved it when Zai played it for Secret as well. He's been playing it a lot on his stream, so I wonder what Cheshire Cat can do this game as well, because I think it has the potential to be really strong, but this Centaur's really tanky and difficult to kill. It's not like Batrider's an easy kill just to run down when he can fly off into the trees.
Yeah.
Disruptor can glimpse you away. Naga has Song and Net. We'll see.
Yeah, there's no convincing matchups here for Black Hornets. There's something where you go, well, they've definitely got that covered, and they're going to need some convincing matchups. They're a very late game team of NaVi, so Black Hornets can't find a way to end this game to start putting pressure in to force them back and deny some of their map. Then they're going to find themselves in a very awkward position quite quickly. So let's get into it. Game number 1 between NaVi and Black Hornets in this best of 3. Mo, who do you think's going to take it based on this draft?
I think NaVi will do it just because I don't agree with this lack of wave clear on the Dire side. Yeah, they have the Ember, it's okay, but I'm not sold. I think I think they're gonna have massive sniper problems as well. Yeah, do not have a huge amount of gap close. It's kind of only really this Ember. So.
Yeah, the Ember's pretty good at it though. I can trust in the Ember. I can believe in it.
Yeah, the Ember's okay, but they have really good ways of protecting the sniper as well.
Yeah,
they
that's the big thing, isn't it?
They have Song. Look what Blizzy's doing in the top lane as well.
Give me them stacks. Just die to it.
Just die. I assume he's going to go all the way back to base now. And not just pop this out. That's what we've been seeing most of them do. But then the thing with this is, it's really good at first, but then you probably lose out on a rune. Because the Dire side know that this Centaur isn't going to be up here trying to get the rune.
They should do, but so far it's just Plantimus, as they look to be kind of swashing up the lanes here a little bit.
Okay, Seneca understands that he can't contest bot, so he's come out here instead.
The battle begins.
StarLadder trying to grab this one. Is he able to do it? No, he cannot. Lola is actually the faster clicker. So that's going to take his atop as well, but it says it's 2 apiece, and yeah, the Centaur does get to go back to base, heal himself up, and then come back in for the first creep wave with that TP scroll. Okay, so it looks like NaVi are going for a bit of a tri lane up here. Never mind. No, he just TP's down. Okay, good.
I was going to say, they've managed to get their Omni Knight against the Drow, which is something they wanted, though. Oh, sorry, Omni Knight against the Batrider matchup. It's like the past 5. So we'll see how much it does up here. I'm not sure. Yeah, he has leveled up the Heavenly Grace first, just for that interaction.
Yeah, I would have been surprised if there was anything else, just because, yeah, can't let those sticky napalms start to stack up too much. So Drow going to be left more or less alone versus Blizzy, I feel, as Archangel and Zaz just chase themselves around the trees. It's,
he's just going to pull the creep wave here.
Yeah. Imagine maybe up to 4 or 5, then purge them off with the Heavenly Grace and do the whole thing again. A dance of death with Zayats.
Oh, Archangel there was just trying to block the creep wave a little bit to see if he could pull it to the big camp afterwards, but doesn't manage it, unfortunately.
Yeah, and actually, Blizzy, he's pretty much coming under towers trying to get these deniers here, and we'll be able to get 1 or 2 with Sandra coming around the other side as well. Just a ton of pressure being put out onto Plantimus, but can just get back to laning. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, it's Seneca and Crystallize on the Naga and the Disruptor versus Cheshire Cat and LOL on the Doom and the Pudge. So, what are we expecting from this lane? I feel like Pudge and Doom are some very healthy heroes. Not a whole lot of damage output from these two, though.
No, not really. It's kind of like a static lane down here in the bot lane, which definitely favours the Naga, you would say. I feel like she should be absolutely fine. Yeah, she hasn't really... I think she's missed, a couple of CS so far, but it's not really any big deal.
Well, it's really interesting to see a safe laner actually winning the CS war, where compared to the mid laner as well, as Magical's actually a little bit behind Naga, but... It does seem like this middle lane's been very tense the time being. Undershock taking some damage here. Another shrapnel coming down. Is he in trouble here? He's trying to get himself away. Just a constant shrapnel spam coming out from Magical, just trying to finish off this kill. Undershock will find a bit of relief here by the side of his tower, but still taking a ton of harass there from Magical. Now he goes and grabs himself a double damage as well, so Undershock has to stay well away from this lane for quite a while now. This is going to put Magical in a really good spot, I think.
Yeah, good luck in this matchup now, Undershock. That nice 2-minute DD rune. It's always the,
like,
the game win.
Well, there goes my lane. Wasn't hard enough before.
Look what CIS is doing as well, by the way, on this Batrider. When you play this pos 4, you really want to make sure you're standing in trees to cast your napalm, just in case they have sticks. Obviously, if you have to have vision of them.
Yeah.
So the other thing you can do is check whether they have wards by using your napalm as well in certain places and seeing if they get stick charges.
It is very, very smart. CIS is a big brain player, and he's actually using Firefly now just to get some even more harass onto Plantimus, and with the Heavenly Grace as well, trying to keep him alive. Plantimus, though, moving north. There's damage coming out so much from the Retaliate, and he will just get burnt up by CIS. That'll be your first blood. The Batrider takes it in the top lane.
Now, this is the thing, right? In theory, this Omni Knight's really good against Batrider pos 4, and then until you realise that they don't stop. Like, they're just going to carry on running at you.
Yeah, right? Like, the Heavenly Brace comes out. Oh, cool. No problems. Yeah, this is not something which bothers us. We're not playing off the sticky napalms. We just want to run you down.
NaVi winning all 3 lanes at the moment. This Strauss getting gone on again.
Mid lane, they get the kill, but up in the top lane, Plantimus backing himself away, turns around for double silence as Omni Knight just tries to get himself north. He wants to try and get himself to the trees, but CIS and Blizzy still on the chase. Damage so much coming out from these two. They don't even have to retaliate damage this time, but they can just do it all the same as Plantimus can't do a thing.
Very difficult top lane. I'm not sure how this mid lane happened.
Yeah, so it seemed to be just Magical and Undershock been laning pretty evenly against one another, and then Undershock, I think, went for a kill on Magical, and Magical just threw down the shrapnel and burst him down very quickly with some headshots. It's easily done when you go for this 3-2 build.
Yeah, I like Magical's skill build this game as well on the sniper. Like, I feel like a lot of snipers that I see blindly take points and take aim. Without really thinking about the lane matchup. Like, he doesn't need it here. He's having a great time versus the Ember, so push advantage. If you look at how headshot scales, 30 damage to 60 damage is a massive jump.
Yeah, and you got to keep into account as well that he's got himself these 3 Wraith Bands, right, against just a bottle on Undershock. So when it actually comes to them manning up on one another and getting nice and close to one another, which obviously Undershock wants to do, since Flame Guard is doing damage, Magical's absolutely fine with that. He's got more stats. He's sitting on 880 HP. You know, the Ember's got less. He's got 760.
Absolutely.
Now Blizzy just blocking up Omni Knight to go for the rune here, and Omni Knight can't even try and contest this one. He's just get blocked out of it. Meanwhile, Cheshire will get 1, and it's going to go... They're just leaving the other one down here to age a little bit. Meanwhile, Undershock, it's actually caught farming up some jungle camps here. They're going to have Archangel coming in to try and heal him up. He's got the Heavenly Grace. Yes, he does. We'll eventually throw it out into Undershock and clear off those stacks and allow Undershock to survive this one. So that's... Just putting pressure, not getting kills, but definitely annoying Undershock as much as possible.
Ooh. Leaving this room, by the way, is not it's a conscious decision. This Batrider's picked up a bottle, and he didn't need to fill it up at the time, so he's going to be really aggressive with these bottle charges here. And then when he needs to go back and fill up his bottle, he can just go back for the bounty rune. Or bot lane as well.
See if Alexandra has any idea as Cheshire Cat dropping low. Undershot killed in the jungle, but Cheshire Cat is actually going to make it out of this one. They don't have the glimpse. Oh, they might have the Thunder Strike in 1 second. Isn't going to be enough. He actually uses it on a creep, Sadeko? Okay.
I'll be honest. I saw the Batrider going for the Ember in the jungle, and I thought there was no way that the Batrider gets that solo kill. Completely underestimating the Batrider's damage.
And look, he's just got a double damage. He's going to leave the bounty rune here, use the double damage, get all of his mana gone once again, and then just keep on going. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they're just kind of skirmishing up with one another. A bit of a brawl down here. But yeah, up top, it's definitely the NaVi win.
So, Blizzy's getting really close to this level 6 up in the top lane. And I think Plantimus is going to have to be a little bit careful on this drow. Like you see, I think they don't have Glyph yet again for the creep wave, but I think they can just go for this.
Yeah, look at this. They've got this double damage ready on the Batrider. Silence up. Doesn't really make much of a difference, though, so they're just going to keep them running them down. They need a TP, and they're going to get one as Lol TPs himself in, and NaVi back themselves away. They don't want to take a 3-on-2. They're not that brave.
No. They understand. You just want to... Like, if you force his TPs, it's not about getting the kills. It's about forcing rotations around the map as well.
Look at Zatz's
one of the best
money
in-
though. The guy is so rich. Like he's sitting on 1k gold at 7 minutes into the game as the 4 position, and he's just gonna go and take the stack right now.
If anybody's interested in learning
Look
how
at
to
this
play
net
possible,
worth graph. My God, I've never seen a team with 4 of their heroes on the top 4 positions of the net worth graph this early in before.
I mean, Zayas is having an amazing game. Like, I was going to say, if you want to learn how to play this possible bat, just go and watch his replays, because I feel like I've learned so much just from watching him myself. It's about how quickly he makes his decisions.
Yeah.
Like, there's no downtime in his gameplay. When he plays the support bat runner, he's always doing something.
I mean, one thing we've always known is how much of a heads-up player he is. You know, it's always been highlighted every single time we watch him on any of these small stacks. Like, his game sense is off the goddamn charts. Like, Zayats, he knows what's up. And now he's coming forward onto Palantimos here, the Drought. He's getting flamed up here. Archangel, he's got to use his Heavenly Grace as best he can here. And eventually does throw it down to Palantimos. Now Undershot coming in. They want to punish, but gets stunned up by Blizzy. Blizzy throws down the good stomp, but they could be in some trouble still. Zayats does not have a lasso to work with. They've got the Stampede. Might have to use it here. Certainly will. And Zayats actually trying to come in for a kill on the back here. Archangel's dropping low. With Sniper coming in as well, they're going to kill Undershot. They're probably going to kill Archangel as well. Zayats already looking towards Palantimos. He realizes they've got that kill and was already looking to slow down the Drought. She's just running straight down the lane. Zayats running straight after, but will not get that sticky napalm on. It looks like Palantimos might wake away, but Zayats with the Firefly still wants to close the gap. He's not done. He's pinging it out. Finally, the tier 2 will be enough to save Drow from the wrath of Zayats, but goodness, this guy's got no chill. He's chasing.
Dire's top tower.
Non-stop.
Like, the thing is, Crystallize is just alone in the bot lane. Like, Magical instantly TP's top. Seneca runs mid to get the XP. So it's being so efficient with the distribution. And then Crystallize is left alone by himself in the bot lane, but it doesn't matter because there's no kill threat.
Yeah.
Like, this Pudge doesn't really do anything. He doesn't have a point in hook. Like, until this Doom gets level 6, I'm pretty sure Crystallize can just do whatever he wants. He's holding his point, just in case he needs to level up Song as well.
Yeah, and this Pudge just not leveling hook, so it's just a big, basically, vat of HP. You can just spam out the rot a lot and try and run people down with the phase boots and now earn as well. That's the idea of this build. It's been done quite a bit, but you know, we're saying from this NaVi draft that Black Hornets really need to take it in. Ooh, they actually do get the kill on the Crystallize as Undershot comes in. Just playing around with the Doom a little bit too long.
Crystallize used the Song as well during the 3 Remnants usage of the Ember to finish her off, so not going to have that available for the next 2.5 minutes or so now. 150 seconds doesn't seem like a massive amount of time. Sorry, 160. And then you say it as like 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, that is forever.
Yeah, it's very, very long. But, you know, Song's not an important spell.
No, sure.
Omni in a bit of trouble, and by in some trouble, I mean he's absolutely dead here. I don't think there's any saving him. The silence comes through, but they've got the right click damage, and down goes Archangel, and now the lasso coming out onto the Drow. They want to try and mess up Palantimos here. He gets him onto the high ground, but Zayat's actually trapping himself up on the high ground with Palantimos. Zayat has to get himself away from this Drow, because the rest of his team, they're all busy up here as they take down Magical, and now, well, Cat, he's actually going to get away as well, so nobody going down. Zayats looks like he just TP'd himself away here, but a bit of a mistake from NaVi going for that one.
Yeah, good T-ward here by Archangel as well. He knows that NaVi are going to be having to try and play around these Ancients, stop the Drow from just free farming. And I think it's up to NaVi to stop them. But until... Oh, Blizzy actually does have a blink already, wow.
Oh, so he didn't go... Oh, wait, no, Blizzy. So the Centaur with that initiation, and then the Batrider with the Boots of Travel.
I'm really surprised he didn't stop off for something like a Vanguard or a Hood first, but he's going back for it now. I feel like he's not going to be able to really use this blink too much here. Unfortunately, I think he might have used it in the mid lane, so I'm probably lying, but I didn't see it, so it didn't happen. That's how it works as a caster.
Oh, good.
Undershock's level 7, by the way, on this Ember as well. If you look at the level of Magical on the Sniper in comparison.
Yeah, 10 versus 7, that's not balanced. But they're smoking up, they're looking for some action, they want to try and kill Zayat. So this is a high-value target if they can find it. Batrider, he's very, very moneyful as they come blasting through. Do you get the shackles off now? Archangel on top of him as well. They're even going to doom it up. This is huge commitment already. I think Zayat doesn't really care if he goes down here, but he's going to try and duke it out through the trees. They've got him, though. They've got too much damage. Zayat will fall.
Is that worth it? Like the Batrider that's already finished off
Dire's middle
BOTs.
tower is under attack.
So now Doom's on cooldown for ages. You've committed 4 heroes to the bot lane. You're going to lose your tier 1 in trade for it.
Dire's middle tower.
I mean,
has fallen.
Zayas was holding a lot of gold, but yeah, 350 gold for that kill. All those heroes around, you know, the XP spread out pretty
Radiant
thinly.
structures are
It's hard to
fortified.
see it really being worth it, to be real. Drought now with its level 6, looking for the Ancients. Oh no, they've been blocked up. We've tried to deward it, missed the
Radiant's
deward.
bottom tower has
Life is
fallen.
very sad for the Drow.
Yeah, every time you pick off, block 1 or 2 of these ancient camps, it's such a big deal with stopping this Drow Ranger as well. Like, it gives us so much of our income and XP. It just delays our game a lot.
Is under attack.
Alright, let's see what the top net worth Pudge can do. He's top of his team. Not top of the game by a long shot, but he's top of the team. He's now got a point and hook. Let's see what Cheshire Cat can make happen.
Dire's
He needs to make it happen as well, because they're losing their top tier 2 tower right now against a Naga sniper lineup, which we criticise as being too slow. That's not
Here
getting
comes
enough
the hook.
space.
tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I mean, Zayat's been making so much space this game, though. He is just running down lanes with Firefly and pushing them out. All the smoke.
I'm fairly sure, by the way, every time Cheshire Cat lands a good hook, he gets another chair from DX Racer. I think that's how this tournament works.
Okay.
Just start
Can they send me?
wheeling him in. No.
Oh,
Good players
Stampede.
only. Yeah, they're going for it. The science comes out onto the Batrider. Plantimus just trying to wait them back a little bit as Brow trying to run herself out, but she's just getting burned up. Another guy that has to dragging the next hero into it. That's going to be the Omni Knight. Archangel in some trouble. Going to heal himself up for a little bit here. Actually not finished off here, but then mind. The Riptide comes through to finish the job, and now the song comes out, trying to hold them back off Soneko. Crystallized, though, not looking like he's done right now. He's got this Yasha in his backpack, which we won't talk about right now. As Undershock trying to get himself away. He's got the run, but he gets stunned up. Both of them stomped by Blizzy here. Cheshire Cat taking the damage and the glimpse, bring Undershock back, but he's got another one. The deny comes out onto Cheshire Cat. Undershock gets himself away with that second remnant. So NaVi unable to clean up anything else, but still they find the sniper, which is a big kill. And of course the Drow. Oh, sorry, they got the Drow and they got the Omni. Yes, sniper is more than live. That is magical.
I was going to say, like, Sniper's just pewing away in the backline. Like, nobody's touching him in these fights.
Yeah, he's completely
We talked
unformed.
about- I mean, we talked about the lack of gap close. This Ember's level 8. And Sniper's level 12 and a half. If Ember goes on top of the Sniper, I don't think the Ember matters, like, if he's got the gap close. Because I don't think he has the damage to bring down Magical at this point.
Meanwhile, Zayat's just playing this. Can you explain what Zayat's is doing by playing the top half of this map so heavily, where he's like pushing out lanes and just kind of farming up away from his team?
It just kind of forces rotations up towards the top side. So we've talked about how NaVi really want to be playing bottom. Like if this Batrider is constantly playing top, like somebody from the Dire has to come and deal with it. And we've talked about their lack of wave clear. So like who
Dire's
comes top
bottom tower
on this
is
Dire
under
side?
attack.
Probably the Ember, maybe the Pudge. And it kind of draws people away from this bot half of the map for this Dire side, so they can't protect their Drow as much.
Yep, and with a team like NaVi, where you've got these two heroes in the Sniper and the Naga Siren, who just want to be trying to farm up as much as they can, it's really important just to kind of force back these heroes so that don't die to Zayat solo up here to top lane. But once those heroes are gone, then your possibility of an aggressive play is also gone. So Zayat's just making so much space happen here. And look at this, NaVi are actually setting up. They realize that. Okay, I thought they were going to try and wait to see if someone TP'd in, but no, Magical's like, I want this money, I want this farm. And just continues to take down all the creeps here with this Midas Mithril Hammer build.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Magical is so farmed on this Sniper, especially with the Midas.
Huge. His attack speed is bananas as well.
Radiant's bottom
So
tower
there's
is
a smoke
under
coming in
attack.
from the Dire side. They're very close to Vest on the Doom, but they don't have it yet. Hutch has an Aetos. But I'm struggling to see how they get on top of this Sniper still. Yeah, he's just TPing out. Oh, they don't see
Gone.
him.
They don't see anybody here. They rotate so many heroes up. Soneko, his TP is not on cooldown. He could TP away if he wants to here, but he's not. Oh, they miss him.
No.
They miss him. Come on, Archangel's just gonna see the TP spot. He pings it out, going, he was right here, Cheshire Cat. He was right here.
That's so unfortunate, because he had Aetos and Dismember to cancel TPs as well. Poor Black Hornets. Oh, that's so sad.
They move top, and they come out wanting.
And you see CIS is still just playing the dangerous part of the map. Like, just playing this top side. Just allows his team to just take all this safe farm on the map.
Dire's bottom tower.
Yeah, I mean, you call it the dangerous part of the map, but honestly, every part of the map's perfectly safe for CIS here. There's not even been an attempt on his life so far.
I mean, yeah, he's just chilling. Like, he's having a great time. He's like a fourth core. It's like having an enigma in your game.
It is. It is. Yeah.
They're just running around as four, even with the Naga actually just pushing buildings now. I haven't really seen a Naga sniper play like this before.
No,
They just group up and take towers.
Yeah, this is not what we expect, is it? But you know, she's got this Manta, crystallized. You basically want to be on the other side of the map. It's the best place you can be on Naga. If you can survive there, then you get so much money. You just constantly cut creep waves. You don't have to contend with any farm. You're just kind of taking all that you want. It's the distances to the lanes are much shorter when you're playing on the other side of the map as well. Everything is just fine and dandy. Cheshire Cat, he's sitting in the trees up here in the top lane, so using the kind of drow to just bash in the tower and see if anybody wrapped around behind. But guess what? It's going to be a favourable trade for NaVi, as they're already looking towards this tier 2 in the bottom lane. And Blizzy doing the exact same thing as the Pudge is. Just waiting to see if anybody comes, but nobody shall come.
Yeah, I mean, the Dire understand they can't really fight bot at the moment, so they're just trying to get something in trade. Doesn't matter what it is. And so taking a tier 1 is nice for them. I am struggling to see what the Omni was supposed to do this game after the laning stage. Like, Heavenly Grace is nice, but if CIS ever gets a Blink Lasso off, Omni's not really going to be in the position to use Heavenly Grace straight away, you would assume. So it's a very small cast range. And it's not like he has a blink on the Omni to help him get there.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, you know, in the ideal engagement for Black Hornets, he will be, so we'll see if he can get it off. And it's just something more for Zayat to think about as well. If he can't see this Omni, then it basically means that he can't use Lasso, because the danger of it being cancelled is too great.
I think he just goes for it anyway. Just force it out. Like, you know the Omni's probably not going to be standing right next to them, and he has to be to cast it, so who cares? You can Stampede as well if you really want to get the Lasso off.
The middle lane Lasso comes out onto the Pudge, dragging him back. The damage there from the Sniper is certainly coming in thick and fast, and Cheshire Cat, another glimpse as well. Oh lol, teleported back into the fire. Both of these heroes from the Black Hornets in the middle lane get their chocolate melted by NaVi, and now they're going to just choo-choo into the pit.
Yeah, Seneko dropped an Observer Ward in the mid lane there to be able to get the vision for the glimpse. It's really well played by him. Not an awful Observer Ward placement, and it gives them the Roche potential. So. Pretty nice.
There's going to be a couple of bounty runes coming out. So the scan does come through, but I mean, Black Hornets, what can you really do about this? It's not the fastest Roche, but with the Naga bounty armor and Magical's just straight up damage, we'll be able to rip through him eventually.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that scan. I mean, you know they're in there. I don't think you can do anything about it. So.
Let's get the hook. Here we go. Oh, he gets a big one as well. That's onto the Sniper, up into the high ground, but he just forced off himself back down, and the sleep stops anything else coming through. He did have the Dismember there, Cheshire Cat. Not sure why he didn't want to use it.
CIS and Blizzy in the meantime as well. Get the kill on the Drow Ranger.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big trade already.
If they'd have managed to get the sniper kill there, that would have been massive, because not only would it have burned the Aegis, but they probably would have been able to kill him again. Unfortunately, Naga just has Solga, and that just destroys all their fun.
Yep. Perfect hook, but yeah. I feel like this game's kind of too far behind now for Black Hornets to actually even get kills from their hooks. Ever, really, unless they just catch someone else isolated. Zaz with his Invis rune, just checking things out. And they're getting the sit rep, the down low.
Do not give this man Batrider. Oh, that was
okay, there's
delayed.
a Lasso coming out onto the Doom, and the hook over. That was nice from Cheshire Cat, but once again, just forcing him up to the high ground, stopping these hooks really meaning anything. And now the ultimate comes down. Seneko, what an ultimate from him. There's an ultimate from Black Archangel as they're trying to come in. They throw the Doom onto the Centaur as well. Undershock just trying to get in and get some damage off, but he can't get close enough because of this damn Sniper, and they actually just get a pick off. And now the Flimps as well coming through onto the Sniper. The point blank assassinate. Magical takes it, and that's going to be 3 kills for NaVi as they run towards its middle lane. goodness me. There is nothing Black Hornets seem to be able to do in these fights. It doesn't even look close. They look like children running around versus like fully grown adults. Have you ever fought a child, MoFarah?
Yeah,
It's
I
easy.
often do on the weekend,
Yeah.
obviously.
It's very easy.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I do like stealing candy. It's very fun. This Ember's still level 11. Like, without the Ember's damage, they just don't do anything on this Dire side. I mean,
Yeah.
Drow can't just dish out all the damage herself against this Sniper and Naga.
Yeah,
And you're effectively playing against 4 cores. Yeah, and you're playing against 4 cores because of Zayats as well.
Cat trying to bring down the sniper. He's trying to get close, but of course, even if he does die, he's got the Aegis, so he's happy just to kind of play around here. Oh no, the Dismember comes out in the illusion, just trying to heal him out or something. I mean, Cheshire Cat doesn't look like he's just gonna about get away. And they're gonna kill into Snako coming up onto the high ground. Crystallize having to song them out of this situation right now.
Zayats coming.
No, she's going for the TP out. It's kind of slow, and that means the chains are going to come off. A big mistake from Crystallize. Let's see if it costs them. Zayats comes in with the lasso onto the Doom here, but there's already one going down. But look at the damage just coming out from Magical right now. Undershot goes in, but I'm not sure that's the right play. The chains comes out, but they just keep on pewing and pewing away. Palantimos trying to get himself back. The buyback comes out from the Doom as well, trying to make himself over to this fight. Palantimos just closing the gap with Zayats here. He needs to keep himself away from what's to be doing the extra damage. Just trying to fight it, but yeah, Zayats just happy to play around at this stage. Meanwhile, the Doom dives back into this one. Magical takes a fall, and Zayats just playing with Palantimos, just stopping him getting anything. Zayats, he actually wants to come in and finish that. Meanwhile, Undershock's killed, and yes, he certainly will. Blink comes out with the Firefly. Zayats gets a kill. Everybody is dead from Black Hornets. Just
2 buybacks as well.
The Omni Knight come in, respawn him back into this.
I mean, Ember and Doom both bought back into that as well. Like, they understood that was their time, that they had to try and win a fight there, you know, no matter what it cost. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, they both die back as well. And if you look at the net worth chart now,
You get one of your
It's not
DX
pretty.
races taken away from that one, Cheshire Cat.
20k net worth advantage, 24 minutes.
And the Rex are under attack, and they're just going to call it. GG is called. Game 1, it goes to NaVi as they're just jumping all over Cheshire Cat looking to finish this game off. It was convincing. It was a nice draft from NaVi, and Black Hornets just could not find the map control to deal with it.
All right, so Nomad,
Yes.
the Navi roller coaster is chewing up the ramp.
Yeah.
Are they going to keep going? Are they going to come smashing down in game 2? What's going to happen?
I mean, I feel like Zayats add something to NaVi, which is really kind of giving them, you know, just they're just on the up and up right now, and they took a game off VP. You know, this team has got it going on. I can't see them. I don't think they're going to drop a single game in these qualifiers.
I agree. The way they played in the major qualifiers against the other teams, you know, they were up against VP and Gambit for the spots, and that fight went on for a long time. You know, there were tiebreakers, there was everything. Best of 5 final against VP as well after Gambit went through automatically. They took VP to a game 5, which is, you know, not an easy feat at all. So, yeah, I agree with you. I think Navi are definitely in the driving seat here.
All right, well, we'll continue to follow their journey throughout this group as we move on to the next match in this series. It is NaVi versus Black Hornets, a best of 3 in the group stages, here for the StarLadder minor qualifiers. My name is Nomad, he's MoFarah, and we'll see you very shortly for the next game in the series.